Welcome back, welcome back. Happy Saturday morning to all of you good people. I appreciate y'all stopping by the channel. And if you're stopping by for the first time, and if you want to, subscribe. Smash that like button and share the video. Well, guys, we've had a busy week in paper assets. I'm talking about a busy week. So I'm gonna cover a little bit of that, but we're gonna also talk about another opportunity that I uncovered, that I got on the short list, that I gotta do a little bit more deep diving on, but it might be a good opportunity for me to diversify off into a different industry that could increase the net worth. So we'll talk about that in a second. Also, we're going to talk about this hedge fund who just went on record with a whopping 13.7 million shares of the 900-pound gorilla. I've been telling y'all, I know some of y'all get triggered by this, but I can't help it. I've been telling y'all since July, this was gonna happen. I've been telling you. I've been saying, get in where you fit in, because this thing finna go crazy. 13.75 million shares. I tried to tell y'all. Okay, we're gonna talk about that in a second, but y'all know I gotta take care of some business. First business item I need to take care of is I need you to get down to the description box and click on that Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor Instagram link and give your boy a follow on Instagram. Please be careful on Instagram of fake impersonating Richard Fain's millionaire mentors slide into your DM trying to pretend to be me. I'm not going to do that, guys. So please do not fall for that. They're scammers. They're going to start asking you for money. Don't do it. Just follow me. Go down to the description box. Midway down in the description box, you're going to see a link for Richard Fain Millionaire Mentor. That's all you got to do. Click on that. Follow me. Send me a DM. Let me know you're rocking with me. And I'm going to say thank you. That's going to be it. And then all you got to do is just follow the content. Don't let nobody slide into your DMs pretending to be me and scam you. Please. Don't do it, guys. No platforms will I slide into your DMs, okay? So do me that favor, give me a follow on Instagram and follow the content. That's it. I'm not going to be trying to DM you and ask you for money and all that stuff. If someone does that, you know that's a dead giveaway. It's a scam. Next thing I want you to do is do me a big favor, is get over to my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Over 300,000 of you guys have already checked out the website. Many of you have already purchased digital products to help you collapse time frames and get to your pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. That's what the website's for. Now, over 850, almost 900 of you guys over the last 4 months have decided to join the Wealth Builders Private Mentorship Club. That's the only place on the internet I'm doing mentoring, is through that private mentorship club. If you go to my website, you'll see a membership button or a join button. That's what you want to do if you want to be a part of this almost 900 wealth builders that we have in a private mentorship group hosted on the Patreon website. Fastest growing financial community on Patreon, guys. It's bananas over there. We help each other. We encourage each other. We drop little nuggets for each other. Listen, man, it's such a wonderful community. Please do yourself a favor. Go check it out. Join. And if you don't like it, you can always dip, right? But hey, man, get over there and try it out. But you can't be a wallflower now. You got to get over there and you got to participate. Nobody's going to come find you. You got to let people know you're there, introduce yourself, and bam, you in the mix. That's how it works over there. You get out of it what you put into it. Please remember that. That's just in life, guys. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing. You're gonna get out of life what you put into it. So if you want a great life, guess what? Put a lot of great stuff into your life, and then you get a great life. You want a raggedy life, put raggedy stuff in it, you get a raggedy life. Period. That's it. Ain't no sugarcoating it. Oh, God, wait. No, it's up to you. Whatever you put into it, you get out of it, right? So remember that in life, guys. No one's going to give you anything. Whatever you get out of this life, you got to put into it. And then you get it out, right? Whatever you let into the filter system, guess what? Comes out of the filter system. It's the way it is, right? So put good things in your life, you get good things out. Sow good seeds, you reap a good harvest. That's the way life is. You sow bad seeds, you reap a bad harvest. You sow good seeds, you reap a good harvest. That's the way it is. Sorry to break the bad news to some of y'all, but that's life, right? So do me a big favor, get over to the website, check out the digital products, join the Wealth Builders through the website, join the Wealth Builders, fastest growing community on Patreon. Join, be a part of it. We're going big places. All of this information I'm gonna drop to y'all today. Listen, man, not all of it, but the 13.75 million shares that Big Boy Hedge Fund just purchased, my people over in the Private Mentorship Club already know about that. Why? Because we got wealth builders over there that go out and do homework. We got wealth builders over there that go out and find this information and drop it. And then guess what? I find that information on the Wealth Builders website, over in the Wealth Builders financial community. This is where I'm getting this information from. But I bring it back to my overall YouTube channel because y'all don't know nothing about this. They do, you don't. So you need to be joining the Wealth Builders so you can take advantage of almost 900 wealth builders and all of their due diligence they're doing on this stuff. They do a lot of due diligence. That helps me too, because I just bring it back to y'all on the worldwide YouTube channel, and most of us don't do no due diligence on the YouTube channel audience. We just don't. They do. If you want to be a part of that and get this information firsthand, you got to join the Private Mentorship Club. Special shout out to my guy over there, Mopar, because he flushed out this information. And let me tell you guys, it's just one more piece of information that solidifies what I've been telling you guys for weeks, that this thing was going to blow up. I told you that. I tried to tell you 1%, run the thing down, make money, and then they go run the thing back up and make money. I told y'all that was going to happen. Put yourself in position, get in place. Now, ain't too late. August 28th is rocket ship takeoff day. You got about 8 business days left. 8 business days, rocket ship taking off. So it ain't too late. What you got to do is you got to open up your good brokerage account. And I'm going to help you out with that because I got one that you can consider. It's called Moo. First link down in the description box. Click on that Moo link. Open up your Moo account today so you can put yourself in position. Rocket ship takes off in 8 days. You need to get in position if you want to be on this rocket ship. Moo brokerage app will allow you to get on the rocket ship. Got to put money in there, which is your fuel, right? Just like a rocket ship needs rocket ship fuel. Rocket fuel, whatever they call it. Rocket ship needs rocket ship fuel. Your Moo account is your rocket ship, and your fuel for your Moo account is your money. So you need to put some money in your Moo account so that your rocket ship is ready to go. And then you need to take that money and start buying big boy blue chip paper assets. And again, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I am trying to give you an opportunity to change your financial life. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Whether you change your life or not, somebody going to change their life financially. Somebody today going to get on this rocket ship. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months from now, a year from now, a year and a half from now, 2 years from now, they're going to look back on this and say, you know something, I'm glad I got on the rocket ship. I'm glad I opened my Moo account. I'm glad I funded it. And I'm much better off financially because I decided to execute. But you can't execute unless you got a brokerage account. So get down in the description box, click on the Moo link. Here's the offer. They're going to give you up to 20 free stocks for just trying out their brokerage app. You put $100 in, they're gonna give you 8 free stocks, publicly traded companies. You put $1,000 in, they're gonna give you 20 free publicly traded stocks, guys. Now, wouldn't that be nice? Soon as you get on the rocket ship, you open up your Moomoo account. That's the rocket ship. That's your rocket ship. See, I'm already on my rocket ship because I already got my account set up. I got 11,200 shares of Nvidia. I'm already on the rocket ship. You need to consider if you want to get on the rocket ship. This information I'm going to share with you is just another long list of things that are happening right now that, in my opinion, points this stock market thing higher. It points it higher. So get yourself down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link. Open up your Moomoo account today. Go get that free stock. Go get that free money. And for you guys 18 to 80 or older, because I've had a couple of folks send me DMs saying, Richard, I'm 81. I'm 82. I love that. Why? Because they're still living. They still building wealth. They still doing what they need to do in order to solidify their financial future. I love that. So thank you and kudos to you folks out there that are a little bit older, but you want to be a part of this movement for your own financial reasons, not because of me, for your own financial reasons. And you're saying to yourself, I'm not going to let fear stop me from getting on my rocket ship. Don't let fear stop you guys today from getting on your rocket ship. Don't let fear take your financial blessing that you potentially can get. Nothing's guaranteed in life. Y'all know that. Let's not act like something guaranteed in life. I know in the Matrix, they try to fool you to believe that, but it ain't. Ain't nothing guaranteed in life. No. The fortune goes to the brave. The fortune goes to the brave. Are you going to be brave today? Or are you not going to be brave? Are you going to be brave for you and your family? You ain't got to be brave for me. I need you to be brave for you and your family. See, I'm already brave for me and my family. I got 11,200 shares of this big boy thing that I think gonna change my financial life. Don't mean it's gonna change yours, and you ain't have to buy nothing, guys. I'm just telling you the opportunity is here for you. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't play one on YouTube. I'm not trying to act like I'm one. I'm just trying to tell people who want to change something in their life and they're willing to be brave, they can do it. Because the fortune goes to the brave. Like I told you, you wanna reap a harvest, a bountiful harvest. You gotta plant some good seeds. You don't get a harvest without planting seeds, guys. See, this is the trick. They try to trick you over here in the Matrix, where you think you own everything, but you own nothing. If you want a bountiful harvest, you better plant some good seeds. There's a great opportunity for you right now to plant some seeds. This thing is going to happen, guys. Whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. The 1% has already stamped it. You got 13.7 million shares of this stock that a hedge fund purchased. $1.7 billion worth. Why would they do that if it was going to zero? I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all got to follow this thing, man. But okay, we're going to get to that in a second. Here's the opportunity. Get down in the description box, click on the Moomoo link. Put your $100 in there, you get your 8 free stocks, you own the rocket ship. All you got to do now is put some fuel in your rocket ship. The fuel is called money. Yeah. Yep. Got to put some money in there to your rocket ship. Now, if you put $1,000 of fuel in your rocket ship, you're going to get 20 free stocks. You put $100 worth of fuel money in your rocket ship, Nvidia brokerage account. Your Moomoo brokerage account. Guess what? You're going to get 8 free stocks. And now you're on the rocket ship. You got fuel in it. And all you got to do now is hit the button, the launch button. The launch button is you buying assets, whatever ETFs, individual stocks, whatever you like. Personally, not giving financial advice, not trying to tell you to buy nothing. Personally, the button that I hit and the stuff that I buy is SPLG, FTEC, Mag 7, Nvidia. That's it. That's the only thing when I put fuel in my rocket ship and I hit that button to blast off, what I'm purchasing is SPLG, FTEC, Mag 7, Nvidia. That's what I buy. You got to figure out what you want to buy. But if you want to copy my plan, you're more than welcome to. Now, like I said, for y'all that don't know how to use Moo, send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Send me an email. Richard, I'm on the rocket ship, put fuel in it, ready to hit the button, but I have no idea how to hit the button. I need some help learning how to use the app. I don't know how to hit the button. I'm on the rocket ship, done put fuel in it, but I don't know how to start it. I do not know how to start the rocket ship. I don't know where the button at. Then I'm gonna send you some tutorial videos. I'm gonna send you some tutorial videos that are gonna show you exactly how to operate this rocket ship. Really nice, straight to the point. It will show you how to operate your Moo brokerage account, your rocket ship, because that's your rocket ship, guys. Please, please, guys, do not be down here on Earth waving at the rocket ship, others' rocket ships as it take off, and you down here on Earth waving with no rocket ship because you didn't do nothing. So you take advantage of nothing. You planted no seeds, you get no harvest. That's the way it works. You plant no seeds, you don't plant good seeds, you don't get no bountiful harvest. It's up to you. My recommendation, plant some seeds. Well, all right, let's move on. Let's dive into the main story, right? And again, I'm gonna give credit where it's due. My wealth builders, man, I'm part of a community, man, that listen, these folks want to build wealth, man. They ain't messing around over there. I'm telling you, these folks that are on the fastest growing financial community on Patreon ain't messing around, man. I'm talking about they are not messing around when it comes to information and then sharing that information, not trying to be an expert, not trying to be know-it-all everything. They just go out and do homework and then they bring it back and let other people see what's going on out there. See, this is how you multiply your efforts, guys. I've talked about this many, many, many times on this YouTube channel. See, you have to be able to multiply your efforts. How do you do that? You get yourself around other people going in the same direction you going, and then you've multiplied your effort. You have multiplied your team. Now you got 900 people plus you. So now you've multiplied yourself 900 times. See, now I ain't got to do all the work. I got another 900 people going in the same direction I'm going in, doing work. And when you collectively put all us together, we're unstoppable. That's what you get here. So I got people, wealth builders, who are out here on the rocket ship. They got fuel in the rocket ship. They know how to hit the button. They know how to take off, and they go out and do homework. See, this is how we become better investors. See, on my wealth builders financial community, ain't nobody giving out a fish. What we doing over there is we teaching people how to fish. It's a big difference. See, when you give somebody a fish, you don't teach them nothing, they don't learn nothing. But when you teach them how to fish, you teach them how to go out and do basic research to validate their decision to buy a certain asset, that's when they learn and that's when they become better investors. That's what we do over there. We don't give anybody a fish. What we do is we teach them, we teach ourselves how to fish, right? That way, we're better investors. We can build wealth. You can't build wealth, guys, if you're looking for someone to give you a fish. The only way you build wealth is you got to learn how to fish. That's what we're doing over in the private mentorship club, guys. So this information right here that I got from one of the wealth builders, Mopar, see, he is teaching me how to fish. See, he didn't give me a fish. He's teaching me how to fish. Why? Because he provided the information, and it's up to me to go through that information and read it, right? Read it, understand it, and then apply it to my wealth transfer blueprint. Now, if I don't know something, then it's my job to go back to the community and say, hey, community, I read this. Here are a couple of things I'm a little stumbled on. Can y'all shed a little light on it for me? Not y'all, that y'all are experts, but give me your opinion. See, this is what community does for us as investors. This is how we learn and we grow as investors. So let me help you out here. Let me run you through this thing, because I think it's huge. Now, again, this hedge fund, I'm not going to go into all of that. If you want to know who this is and you want to know, get yourself over to the private mentorship club, right? But let me go through it. Legendary hedge fund buys Nvidia stock hand over fist, ups stake nearly 10x. Why would they do that? Why would this hedge fund increase its stake 10 times and spend a lot of money? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. In a move that solidifies its bullish stance on Nvidia Corp, legendary hedge fund, Coatue, I can't pronounce it. Coatue, Coatue, I think that's the name of it. Coatue, am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. Y'all know I'm challenged when it comes to that kind of stuff. But legendary hedge fund has dramatically increased its position in the chip giant. According to the latest 13F filings, that's where you got to file when you buy this type of position in a company, right? According to the latest 13F filings, this hedge fund boosted its stake in Nvidia by an eye-popping 893% during the second quarter of 2024. This substantial increase from 1.39 million shares at the end of Q1 to a whopping 13.75 million shares by the end of Q2 underscores the fund's aggressive confidence in Nvidia's future prospects. This is a big boy hedge fund. Big boy hedge fund just increased its position to 13.75 million shares of this company. Why would they do that? Maybe they know something we don't know. Gotta be. You don't just do that. You don't just willy-nilly. You don't just roll out of bed one morning and say, oh, golly, I think I'll try that. That's not how it works. Not at that level. Maybe that's how we do it, but that ain't how they do it at this level. These guys don't miss. These guys don't miss, guys. They do not miss. Trust me on this. These guys do not miss. Through data, if you don't believe me, go out to the SEC website and look at 13F filings for this company. Go to the SEC website on Google, go to the 13F filings, look up this company, and you'll see the transaction. These guys don't miss. My opinion now, I'm not giving you financial advice, not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just telling you, in my opinion, these guys don't miss, okay? So what's behind this move for this hedge fund? Why would this hedge fund do this? What's behind the move? Let's read on. The hedge fund's massive stock purchase comes on the heels of Nvidia's continued dominance in the semiconductor industry, particularly in areas like artificial intelligence and high performance computing. The firm's decision to nearly 10x its stake with an investment now valued at approximately $1.7 billion. Do you think they just did that because they didn't know what was going on, or they... Guys, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is at the highest level. When somebody invests $1.7 billion of their money, clients' money, somebody else's money, they do not do that, guys, unless they got a really, really good track record. I believe these guys don't miss. I'm not saying you need to believe that. I'm not telling you I'm some expert here. I'm just giving you my opinion. My opinion is this hedge fund is doing this because they believe in this company at such a great degree that they're willing to put $1.7 billion on the line. That's a lot of money, guys. That's a lot of money. The firm's decision to nearly 10x its stake with an investment now valued at approximately $1.7 billion is a bold testament to the belief that Nvidia's growth trajectory is bold treatment to the belief that Nvidia's growth trajectory is far from slowing down. Let me read that again because I stumbled through that. I don't want nobody to miss this. Again, my opinion now, maybe not yours, but my opinion. The firm's decision to nearly tenfold its stake with an investment now valued at approximately $1.7 billion is a bold statement to the belief that Nvidia's growth trajectory is far from slowing down. Let's go back 3 months. People were saying, oh, you guys missed it. The growth has already happened. Nvidia's done. You should have caught them in 21 and 22. It's too late now. It's done. Well, I beg to differ. You got a hedge fund that's just up the ante, $1.7 billion. So somebody don't think it's done. I don't know what y'all think, but boy, I tell you what, these guys don't think it's done. They don't think it's done, guys. So guess what? Anytime the 1% move like this, guess what your boy gonna do? I gotta move with them. I keep telling y'all that the 1% will get you there. They'll get you to the end of the rainbow. And when you get to the end of the rainbow, you're gonna have a big pot of gold. That's my opinion. Don't got no proof of that. Just giving you my opinion. Because I don't need nobody saying I told them to do anything. I didn't tell you to do nothing. I'm not telling you to do one thing. I'm telling you what I'm doing. So let's keep going. From doubts to dominance. Interestingly, the hedge fund had previously reduced its Nvidia holdings in earlier quarters, only to make a stunning reversal this time around. I wonder why. The dramatic shift from holding 1.39 million shares to 13.75 million shares marks one of the most significant strategic pivots for the fund in recent memory. The question now is whether the massive bet will pay off as Nvidia continues to ride the wave of AI and gaming demand. A historic move for the hedge fund. This isn't just any increase. It's a historic one for the hedge fund. The 893% jump in ownership highlights the hedge fund's aggressive confidence in Nvidia's market leadership, with Nvidia being one of the primary beneficiaries of the AI boom. The hedge fund's move is clearly driven by expectations of sustained long-term growth in the sector. Guess who else believe that? Nancy Pelosi. Smaller, to a smaller degree, the lady still bought 20,000 shares. valued anywhere from 2 million up to 10 million. She ain't a hedge fund. She's just a politician. A rich one, but a politician. She's not a hedge fund. So now you got hedge funds, you got politicians, you got billionaires buying this thing. What that tells us as retail investors is there's a market out here that actually believes that this thing is going higher. Now, does that mean it will? No. But it's for a guy like me to see this type of move by a major hedge fund at this degree solidifies my decision to execute. Doesn't guarantee me I'm gonna make any money, doesn't guarantee me nothing. But what it does help me further solidify that I made the right decision. So when you're out here trying to find investments to put your money in to multiply while you're sleeping, you better go out and find you some people that agree with you, that can solidify you. That's what I just did. I just found a big boy hedge fund. I just found some politicians and I found some billionaires that agree with my stance on this company. That makes me feel better, right? That makes me feel better as an investor that I'm on the right track. That doesn't mean it's guaranteed, because it's not. But what is making me feel more confident about this whole thing is because somebody else out here who has more resources than me, right? They've been in this game a lot longer than me. They're professionals. They're a hedge fund. They're professionals. They have the best everything, best technology, best minds, best investment, everything. I'm just a regular schmegler out here trying to figure out what type of rocket fuel I need to put in the rocket ship, which buttons I need to push. They already got all of this. And guess what they decided to do? They decided to put 1.7 billion in it. They decided to get 13.75 million shares. And then when I go look at regular folk, they're doing the same thing, right? So somebody knows something. Nvidia, the crown jewel in this hedge fund's portfolio. With this move, Nvidia now constitutes a significant portion of this hedge fund's portfolio, accounting for 6.61% of the fund's total holdings. This is a massive increase from just 4.91 in the previous quarter, showcasing how the chip maker has become a central piece of this hedge fund's investment strategy. What's the road ahead? Let's talk about that. While this hedge fund bet on Nvidia is certainly bold, it's also calculated. Nvidia's leading position in the key growth markets like AI, data centers, and gaming suggests that the stock could see even more upside in the coming months. For this hedge fund, this near tenfold increase in stake might just be the beginning of an even bigger play on the tech giant's future. What do y'all think about that? You agree with it? Disagree with it? Personally, I agree with it. That's why I got 11,200 shares of this stock. And listen, man, I just believe what I believe. And what I believe is, like I've told you guys, and I'm gonna reiterate it again, we're in the toddler stage of AI. We still got the teenage stage to go, and then we're gonna be at full-grown stage. I'm gonna go through all those stages: toddler, teenage, full-grown. And once I get to full-grown, my seeds that I've been planting, they're gonna grow into a beautiful oak tree. Beautiful. Beautiful oak tree, full of greenbacks on it. That's what I believe. You don't have to believe that. I'm just telling you what I believe. And this is further evidenced and backed up by what this hedge fund just did. It's further evidenced and backed up by what our major politicians are doing. one in particular, Nancy Pelosi, who did her homework back in 2022 when she went over to Taiwan. Taiwan is where they control 90% of the chip manufacturing in Taiwan. 90% for the world is out of Taiwan. She went over there, rubbed elbows with the leading company over there, TSM. And then 2 years later, boom, what does she do? She bought 20,000 shares. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I don't think it's a coincidence. This is how the world works, guys. You got to follow the 1%. They're going to lead you right to where they're going to leave little financial breadcrumbs, and all you got to do is follow the trail. They'll take you right to the wealth. They'll take you right to the wealth. And that's what I've been doing with these folks. And like I said, thank you to the wealth builders, because they figured this information out. I didn't know it even existed until the wealth builders figured it out. So thank you, wealth builders. I appreciate you. Appreciate you a lot. Let's dive into some broader stock market news. Y'all know I gave you your daily dose of Nvidia, gave you your daily dose, all my opinion, not telling you to buy anything, not telling you to do anything, just giving you all my opinion. Could be 100% wrong. Could be. But this hedge fund, they don't believe it's wrong. So I'm going to go with the hedge fund, right? Here we go. Stocks close higher Friday as market comeback lifts S&P 500 to best week of 2024. I keep driving this home, guys, because I want you guys to understand. I've always told you this. We are in a continuous bull market. It won't stop, guys. Will it have some consolidations and corrections? Temporary, yes. Why do they do that? Because it's healthy for the stock market. It's also healthy to allow retail investors to be able to invest too. If we never had a correction in the stock market, guys, shares would be thousands and thousands of dollars for one share of anything. So you have to have a pullback 2 or 3 times a year so that what? Retail investors can get in. You can reset things to run it back again. 1% ain't stupid. They know what they're doing. They will pull this thing back 2 or 3 times a year to reset it and let it run again. That way more people can get involved. You get more people excited again. This is how the stock market works. Stocks close higher Friday as market comeback lifts. I told you we were in a comeback rally. I told you that 2-3 days ago. We were in a comeback rally mode. Again, not my words, the experts' words. Check it out. U.S. stocks rose on Friday as investors closed out the best week of 2024. See, now, had you been in position on the rocket ship with your Moo account open, fuel in the rocket ship, which is money in your brokerage account, you could have taken advantage of this upside. Could have. Some of you did, some of you didn't. Good news is, in my opinion, not too late to get yourself on the rocket ship. Get down in the description box, click on the Moo link, open up your Moo account today, get on the rocket ship, put you some fuel in the rocket ship, put your deposit in your Moo brokerage account, and if you put money in there, you put $100 in, they're gonna give you 8 free stocks. You put $1,000 in, they're gonna give you 20 free stocks. Now you're in position. You're on the rocket ship, you got fuel in it, you're ready to mash the button. Let's go. U.S. stocks rose on Friday as investors closed out the best week of 2024. Part of the market comeback from a violent rout to begin August. They're just talking about Black Monday on August 5th. That's what they're talking about, Black Monday. But see, Black Monday, depending upon how you look at it, could have been a good or a bad thing for people. For me, it was a good thing. I got to buy the dip one last time. I bought the dip, deep dip too, big deep dip. So I look at it as a good thing. Some people look at it as a bad thing. I look at it as a good thing. The S&P 500 added 0.2%, closing at 5,554 points. Not where it has gotten to, because we know it's gotten all the way over 5,600 points, but a nice recovery. I still believe, my opinion only, I still believe we go to 6,000 points before the end of the year in the S&P. So what does that tell folks that are looking to get on the rocket ship, put some fuel in the rocket ship? You still got opportunity to build some wealth at a discount. You do, in my opinion. While the NASDAQ composite gained 0.21% to 17,631 on Friday. The Dow rose 96 points, or 0.24 to 40,659 points. For the week, the S&P added nearly 3.9%, almost 4%. So I get myself on the rocket ship on Monday, put fuel in the rocket ship, push the button. A week later, I'm up 4%. I mean, guys, I don't know how you, okay. It's best week since November 2023. Can somebody say comeback rally? Okay, I'll say it, comeback rally. The NASDAQ gained 5.2%. So I'm on the rocket ship, put fuel in the rocket ship, mash the button on Monday, land the rocket ship on Friday, get off the rocket ship, and I have just added another 5.2% to the net worth bucket. I get on the rocket ship on Monday, I put fuel in the rocket ship, I take off. I go to the moon and back, I land the rocket ship, get off the rocket ship, I'm 5.2% net worth gain. That's pretty good for a week on the rocket ship. I don't know about y'all, but I'll take that week. Dow, 2.9% on the week. That's a gain. Same thing. So now if I'm on the rocket ship on Monday and I'm participating, right? I done added fuel to the rocket ship. I mashed the button. I land on Friday afternoon. Market closes, I land. I'm up 3.9 in the S&P. I'm up 5.2 in the NAS. I'm up 2.9 in the Dow. It's a pretty good week. All I had to do was get on the rocket ship, put some fuel in it, and mash the button. That's all I had to do. Not a lot of hard work, right? And guess what? That whole week, while I was off doing other stuff, sleeping, entertaining myself, whatever we do, rocket ship, in outer space, making money, going to the moon, coming back. I don't know, man. I don't know about y'all. I like that. Following the comeback this week, the S&P 500 is now just 2% away from its mid-July record high. See how fast that thing happened? Crazy July, crazy start to August, and then all of a sudden, the comeback rally starts. Exactly what I told y'all. I said, once we get into August, and we start getting closer and closer to August 28th, things are going to change. That was just my opinion. I didn't have any scientific proof of that, but I know how this continuous bull market works. And I know what Nvidia means to the stock market short term. I know what interest rates will do for the market starting in September. So those are your two major catalysts. You got Nvidia's earnings coming out August 28th, guys. I'm telling you, we got 8 business days before that happens. Next week is going to be bananas. In my opinion, now, I don't have no crystal ball. I'm no expert here. I'm just a regular guy giving you my opinion. But I believe next week is going to be bananas. I did a little video yesterday that I put up about 6 o'clock yesterday evening on Friday. And I asked people to drop comments down and let me know what they think. Close of business on next Friday or Friday coming, what would they think Nvidia's stock price would be, which will be 3 business days before the rocket ship takes off. And people were dropping stuff down there. Some people said 145, 130, blah, 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 blah. I believe it'll be at least 135. So here's the situation. Here's the situation now. So on 2 Fridays ago, would it be 2 Fridays ago? Whatever that date was, August 9th, whatever Friday that was. Let's say August 9th, we closed at 104. This is what Nvidia closed at on August 9th. It closed at around 104, right? Monday rolls around, put it this way, Friday, August 9th to Friday, August what? Was that 16th? August 9th to August 16th, stock price goes up by what? $20 a share. So 5 business days, it goes up $20 a share. I believe from August 16th to whatever Friday is, what is that? 23rd? No. I don't know what that date is. Whatever the date is, let me see what date that is. I ain't good with dates. August 23rd, I was right. Okay. So 1 week, August 23rd, I think it'll be at least 135. Now, others in my comment section of my video I did yesterday afternoon, a lot of those folks thought higher. I'm thinking 135 at least. I've already told y'all, and I went on the record as just a regular person, that by the end of this month, we'll be 150. By the end of this month. And then what's going to happen is we're going to roll into September and rates are going to come down. See, you got to understand the boom is back. The rally has already started, guys. That doesn't mean now before the end of the year, we don't have another little consolidation and then we finish the year strong. That doesn't mean we won't have another little consolidation, but I don't believe we'll see a 150 share back down to $90 a share. I don't know if we'll see that. I don't have no crystal ball that we won't see it, but I don't believe we will. What I think we'll see is an incremental increase in the stock. And then once we hit earnings, we're going to see a real jump. How high that jump is, I don't know. But I think others are starting to figure that out as well. That's why you got a hedge fund that's willing to up the ante from 1.39 million shares to 13.75 million shares. That's why you see a lady like Nancy Pelosi double down on this thing. July 2nd, she bought 10,000 shares. July 26th, she bought another 10,000 shares, and she hasn't sold them. I don't know, guys. I don't know about y'all. But I think something's coming, right? And I think it's going to be big. I think it's going to be big. Data this week helped Assange a jittery market. Retail sales data released Thursday came in much stronger than economists expected, while weekly jobless claims fell. What do they mean by that? Of course, earlier in the month, we had a jobs report that came out that said that the economy or the labor market was softening, really softening. It was weak. That's what the jobs report basically told the market. So the market didn't like that. That, in my opinion, fueled Black Monday. I think we got the labor report on August 2nd, which was a Friday, I believe. That Monday, August 5th, pre-market, things sold out deeply because people started fearing of a recession. Then you get the retail sales report this week that says, no, matter of fact, retail sales are up 1%. But the experts believe the July report would be down. It wouldn't be 1%, but it did come in stronger. It came in at 1% increase. That was good news. That tells investors that the economy isn't in trouble. People are still spending. To back that up even more, when you look at the jobless claims, AKA, in my opinion, unemployment, the data showed stronger than expected on the weekly jobs claims, while the weekly jobless claims fell instead of increasing. So increasing would mean more people are out of work, filing for unemployment. It fell though. So that means, no, it wasn't an increase. That's good news. So that helped this little rally we had, the comeback rally. It continued to push it forward, right? So Thursday came in. So when we're talking about the data this week that helped cool down a jittery market, retail sales data released on Thursday came in much stronger than economists expected. Good news. That means the economy is still working, people still spending. While weekly jobless claims fell, right? That means we did not have a larger amount of people out of work looking for unemployment. Both offered evidence that recession fears, which helped spark a global sell-off, Black Monday, earlier this month, were overblown. That's what we needed. We needed some type of data to counteract the jobs report from August 2nd, which we got this week. So that helped fuel the comeback. Inflation readings released earlier this week also bolstered hopes that a soft landing scenario was still possible. What are they talking about? They're talking about the July CPI inflation report. They're talking about the July PPI inflation report. Both came out last week. One came out on Tuesday, one came out on Wednesday. Both were good news. That inflation is still working itself down. Good news. So data from last week really helped give tailwind to this stock market comeback rally. Good stuff. Data released over the past week has struck the right balance, being not too hot nor too cold. UBS head of investment of global wealth management wrote Friday. This should help allay both concerns of a looming recession or that sticky inflation will hamper the Federal Reserve if swift rate cuts are needed to defend growth. What does he mean by that? The Fed can cut rates in order to make sure our growth doesn't slow down. Shares of Nvidia are among the biggest winners in technology stocks on the week, with a gain of more than 18%. So if I'm on the rocket ship on Black Monday, I'm on the rocket ship, I got fuel in the rocket ship, all of a sudden I see this wonderful asset sliding in stock price value. I'm on the rocket ship, I got fuel in the rocket ship, all I gotta do is mash the button, boom, a week later, I'm up 18%. Nvidia got down to $90.88, guys. It closed on Friday at $124.58. You ain't got to be a rocket scientist to figure that one out. That's about a $34 per share jump in 1 week, maybe 2 weeks. Well, week and a half. August 5th to August 16th. August 5th to August 16th. How many days is that? 11? It's about a week and a half. So if you're on the rocket ship, paying attention, you're on the rocket ship, you got fuel in the rocket ship, you wake up on Black Monday, you see this thing sliding, you say to yourself, glass half full, not glass half empty mentality, you attack it, you're up $34 a share today. I don't know. See, this is why I'm trying to tell y'all guys, you got to be in position. If you ain't in position, you don't take advantage of that. Somebody was in position and somebody got $34 a share upside in 11 days. Not even 11 business days. I don't know, man. Y'all tell me. I don't know. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You got to be in position. You got to follow the 1%. Here we go. Of course, shares of Nvidia up 18%. Apple and Microsoft advanced roughly 4% and 3% respectively for the week. Told y'all back in, when was I think that was May. If you recall in May, but Meta came out, I think it was either late April or May, Meta came out with its first quarter earnings report. I want to say it was probably May. They came out in May. Did well. Market did not like that they said they were going to spend more money on AI chips. They didn't like it because Meta came out and told them point blank, oh yeah, we're going to make a big investment into building out this large language platform through buying more chips and all that stuff. This is what the CEO said at the first quarter, the Q1 earnings. Earnings came out, did well on earnings, and then afterwards, you know how they give a little bit of forward guidance, right? They tell people what they're going to do in the future or what they got on the horizon. Zuckerberg came out and said, yeah, we're going to spend more money on AI chips. I'm paraphrasing, but he said something like that. Wall Street didn't like it. So what did Wall Street do? Tank the stock. Stock went down to like 420, 425. I remember telling a lot of y'all, because I'm on here every day, guys, 365 days a year. I remember telling y'all after that, I said, listen, man, this ain't gonna last long. I told y'all Meta ain't gonna be at $420 a share long. Couple months, maybe. They're coming back up. Don't worry about it. Just get in where you fit in. Put some fuel in the rocket ship, mash the button. Guess what? 2 months later. What's this? June, July. 2 months later, what did it close at on Friday? Let me go check for you because I like receipts. Not really, but I'm going to give you a receipt today. Let's see what it closed at on Friday. Meta. Let's see what Meta closed at on Friday. 2 months later now, after I told you what was going to happen. Oh, it just closed at $527 a share. So right now, if you 2 months ago, you're up $100 a share on Meta. You're up $100 a share on Meta. Had you bought the Magnificent Seven, you're up $100 a share on Meta right now. Go back and look at my videos, guys. Go back to May. You'll find the video. Go to, hey, it's on the YouTube channel. I ain't got to be telling no lie on here. Go back to my YouTube channel. Go to the live streams. Go back to sometime in, I believe it was right after, a video right after they had their first quarter earnings. I believe it was in July. Not July, but May. Go to my May videos after Meta's first quarter earnings. And I did a video and you'll see in that live stream, I talked about this. The dang on thing was down to $400 and some a share, 420 something. And I said, guys, this might be an opportunity. It won't last long. It won't stay down there. It'll get back where it was. Because I remember saying that the stock was, prior to that earnings call, the stock had gotten to like $5.39 a share. And then after the earnings call, first quarter earnings call, it went all the way down to the low 420s, like 420, 425. And I said it wouldn't last long. 2 months later, $100 a share. Gain. Just saying. Don't mean I'm an expert. I'm just telling you, I just follow the 1%. Follow the 1%, you can't go wrong. They got all the money. They control the stock market. Why wouldn't I follow them? They're the ones that control the stock market. They control when it goes down and when it goes up. The 1% does. You think this hedge fund don't know that? You think this hedge fund ain't a part of that? Why would they increase from 1.39 million shares to 13.75 million? They know what's going on. Trust me, they didn't do that for no reason. These guys typically don't miss. They don't miss. Dow dropped 1,000 points in the S&P 500. Investors stepped into the buy, but investors stepped in to buy since then, with the S&P gaining for 7 days in a row as economic reports quelled recession concerns. So basically, they ran the stock market down, and then they're running it back up. That's all that's saying. It's my little interpretation. They know exactly what they're doing. They run it down, they make money on the way down, and then they make money on the way back up, period, right? And if you know that, you'll make money. See, I made money on the way down, and I'm gonna make money on the way back up. A lot of y'all, oh, what do you do, some options trading? I ain't got nothing wrong with options trading. A lot of people do that, but I don't do it. When I say I make money on the way down, I buy the dip. That's where the wealth is being made. See, when everything was going down, I was just buying the dip all the way down. Now, guess what's gonna happen? All that stuff I bought in the dip territory, guess what's gonna happen to it? It's gonna go back to a premium, just like Meta did, just like Nvidia did last week, and it's gonna continue to climb until the 1% wanna run it down again. I don't know when that's gonna be. But at some point, the 1% will run it back down a little bit because they got to make corrections in the stock market so that people can get in. So at some point, the 1% going to run it back down again before the end of this year. They'll run it back down. But the thing they won't happen, in my opinion, is it won't run back down to $90 a share. Let's say it get to 150 and they decide to run it down in September. They decide to run it down in October. They might run them back down to $20, $120 a share. From 150 to 120. And then what will happen is they're going to let this thing run back up again before the end of the year. Just telling you, man, this is how it works. But long term, if you stay in this stuff, you capture all of this, right? In my opinion. That's just my opinion. No expert here, not trying to give you financial advice. Just giving you my opinion. So there you go from last week in the stock market, exactly what happened according to Richard Fain's little 2 cents. You certainly go out there and do your own homework and come up with your own conclusion. But I gave you my little 2 cents, what happened. I also gave you more information about big boy blue chippers buying heavy. This is heavy, guys. These folks are starting to buy heavy. You're talking about $1.7 billion of this stock. It represents 6.61% of their entire portfolio. Do you really think 1%ers would be doing that unless this thing wasn't going higher? I don't know. You got to make that determination. Last thing I want to touch on before we get out of here, I got another stock that I'm going to be looking at. Not trying to tell you to look at it. Don't care if you look at it. I'm telling you what I'm doing. Not a financial advisor, not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you this is a stock that I'm looking at. And it's on the short list. And I shared one yesterday. Was it yesterday? I shared Cohesity yesterday, which is a private company right now, but soon to be going public at some point. I don't know when. They're waiting on some regulatory approvals on a merger with another company. And once that happens, this thing, guys, go look at seeing who's investing in it. Big boys. Nvidia, IBM, all of them invested in this company, cybersecurity type company. Gonna be a monster in my opinion. It's just my opinion, guys. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm just giving you, I'm a guy on YouTube that gives his opinion on things that he's buying. That's all I am. I'm not trying to tell you to buy it, but go Cohesity. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but go look at the video from yesterday. You'll see what I'm talking about. I think that's going to be a monster for me. IPO, whether I get it, my goal is to get it pre-IPO. Why would I do that? Why am I trying to get it pre-IPO? Because Nvidia bought it pre-IPO. Because IBM bought it pre-IPO, and all the other Fortune 500 companies that have bought it already. Pre-IPO. All of them have bought it pre-IPO. Who am I to say, oh no, I ain't gonna do it. They don't know what they're talking about. Okay. This is how these people get rich, man. This is how these people get rich. Do you really think all of these big Fortune 500 companies are making investments in Cohesity for no reason? At some point, this thing going IPO. When this merger happens, they go on IPO. I want to be pre-IPO. I'm not telling you need to do anything. This is just entertainment for you. Just a guy on YouTube. But I'm telling you, I'm going IPO, and I want to be at the table with Nvidia. I want to be at the same table there. Now, I'm not gonna get the deal they got, but I'm gonna get some kind of deal that's gonna be way better than when it IPOs. Y'all know what happened with these IPOs. They go to the moon, boy, for about 2 or 3 days, and boo, by that time I'm gonna be rich. So I'm gonna get in an IPO. That's one of them that I talked about yesterday on one of my videos. Today I'm gonna talk about this one. Why Rocket Lab stock rocketed 18% today, which was yesterday. This is the company that I'm thinking about. I'm putting on the short list and doing a little research, a little deeper dive. Rocket Lab stock isn't profitable yet, but it's moving in the right direction and going to Mars. I'm telling y'all, man, the 1% drop all the breadcrumbs. Whether you want to pick them up or not, or follow them, that's on you. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I don't know what you need to do, but I know what I'm going to do. I know what seeds I'm going to plant because I need a big old gigantic harvest. Here we go. Rocket Lab. Ticker symbol RKLB. Investors are having a fantabulous week. That's the word they use, fantabulous. Investors are having a fantabulous week. See, this is how these people get, let me just shut up. Fresh off another successful space launch, this one for Capella Space, and a powerful earnings report that showed sales rising 71% year over year. The tiny rocket company announced this morning that it has been shipped a pair of Escapade spacecraft to Cape Canaveral for launching to Mars. Result, Rocket Lab stock is up 18% through 1:45 p.m. Eastern time yesterday. Stock price right now, $6.56. I got to do it. I got to do it. Next stop, Mars. Rocket Lab built the blue and gold Escapade, short for Escape and Plasma Acceleration and Dynamics Explorer spacecraft for the University of California, Berkeley's Space Science Laboratory and NASA. Their mission will be to travel to Mars atop a Blue Origin rocket to conduct hypophysics research on the plasma and magnetic fields around the red planet. That just sounds so cool. I gotta be a part of that. At $6.56, I gotta be a part of that. It just sounds so cool. More important to investors, Rocket Lab will also be trying to demonstrate that it can do space science missions for NASA at approximately 1/10 the cost of bigger space companies such as Boeing, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman. To test that theory, NASA estimated the incumbents would probably charge on the order of 300. Let me read that again. Getting a little too excited here, Richard. Slow down, buddy. To test that theory, NASA estimated the incumbents. When they talk about incumbents, they're talking about Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman. They're the incumbents, would probably charge them on the order of $550 million for this mission. Check this out. This is what's exciting. Rocket Lab's budget therefore capped at $55 million. $550 million, $550 million or $55 million. Which one do you think NASA want to pay? Boy, I'm telling you, boy, so much money to be made out here is stupid. Here we go. Is Rocket Lab stock a buy? Now, this is not from me, guys. I'm not an expert here. I'm not trying to tell you to buy this. I'm not trying to tell you to do nothing. This is just for information purposes only. I'm buying it. That don't mean you got to buy it. Here we go. Here we go. I'm telling you guys, this is why you got to follow the 1%. It's NASA. It's NASA, guys. No. This ain't some little rocket company that got some little company over here that they're trying to build a rocket for and take people to space. No, they dealing with NASA. Yes, they are. NASA on the team. You got to find the differentiator, guys. Lockheed, what their name? What's their name? Boeing, Lockheed Martin, and Northrop Grumman, big boy blue chippers. These are big boy blue chippers. Ain't no discounts. These big boy blue chippers ain't giving no discount, man. Ain't no discount. They want $550 million, NASA. We're going to do this for you. We need 550 with an M behind it. 550 with an M behind it. That's what they need. This is a big boy blue chip. They ain't getting no discounts. So then you find a company that could probably pull it off. This Rocket Lab budget capped at $55 million. Here we go. Here we go. Is Rocket Lab stock a buy? Again, I'm not trying to give you financial advice. This is the article I'm reading, right? It's just an article I'm reading. There's experts saying this, not me. Because I don't need nobody talking about, oh, it went to zero. This guy told me to buy it. No, I ain't told you to buy nothing. I'm telling you what I'm buying and why I'm buying it. That's big money for a small company like Rocket Lab, equivalent to more than 22% of all the revenues the company took in last year. Crunching the numbers this week, TechCrunch noted that while Rocket Lab's price hasn't been disclosed, it likely has to share some of the $55 million with other participants in the NASA mission. But no matter, however much Rocket Lab makes from this mission, if it's a success and proves to NASA, that's the key, guys. That's the key right there. That's what I'm betting on. That's where the money is. The money is if they can pull this thing off and prove to NASA, that's where the money is, right? But no matter, however much Rocket Lab makes from this mission, if it's a success and proves to NASA that Rocket Lab can stick to a budget and underprice competitors, that's likely to win Rocket Lab even more business in the future. As Rocket Lab continues to inch toward profitability, S&P Global Market Intelligence predicts a first profit in 2027, and the company keeps landing high-profile contracts. Rocket Lab stock is looking more and more like a buy. Here we go, though. keep in mind now, before you buy, and again, guys, this ain't me. This is an article I'm reading. I don't need nobody sending me nothing talking about, oh, you told me. No, I ain't telling you nothing. I'm reading an article from experts. I'm not the expert. I'm reading an article from experts. I like that. I like that, guys. I like that. See, I try to find, even though I'm a big boy blue chip guy, and that's what I go long with, I go long with big boy blue chip. I love to find emerging companies, Serve Robotics, Cohesity, Rocket Lab. I love to find companies like that that I can go short on. I'd love to find companies that's going to get a hype wave and I can go short on and make some money while I'm waiting on the long-term stuff to pan out. See, I may have to wait 3 to 5 years on Nvidia to pan out fully for me because I got to make a bunch of money. It got to go up a bunch. I can't make no money at $150 a share. I can make money, but it's a little bit of money. I need to wait till the thing go to $300, $400, $500, $600 a share. That's where I make the big boy money in Nvidia, right? So while I'm going long on that, I got to wait for that. I throw in these kind of companies short term where I can make some real money quick. Why? Stock price under $7 a share. The thing double, I'm gonna make a bunch of money. That's the way I look at it. Cohesity, this thing is pre-IPO. Okay, yep, I gotta buy it pre-IPO, but I put a bunch of money in it. Let's say I can buy it pre-IPO at $13.50. Pre-IPO. And then when it IPOs at $45 a share. Bam! Bam! So that's all I'm saying, guys. You guys do whatever you want to do. I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but on my YouTube channel, I like to drop knowledge of things that I'm looking at buying and how I build my wealth through my long-term strategy and my short-term strategy. I use these little companies like this who have a tailwind behind them. NASA's the tailwind. If these people can get to Mars and do what they say they can do and bring this thing back and do it under budget, guess what? NASA gonna throw more business at them. Why? Because to use the big boys, you gotta pay 10 times as much to use the big boys. See, the big boys wanna charge you $550 million a trip. These guys are trying to do it for 55. Come on, man. Come on, man. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure this out. If they can get it right and get some more tailwind behind them, just saying, guys, y'all figure that one out for yourself, but I just wanted to drop a little nugget. I like to share with you guys some of the stuff that I'm looking at and some of the things that I'm doing. That's one of them. Rocket Lab, Cohesity, Serve Robotics. Crazy money to be made on Serve Robotics. Already crazy money had been made on Serve Robotics. So all I'm saying is these are some of the things that I do short term while I'm waiting on the long-term stuff. The long-term stuff, SPLG, FTEC, MAG 7, Nvidia are the long-term things. So I throw in a little of these shorties. I throw in some shorties just to be able to make a little bit of FCF while I wait on the long terms. I throw in the shorties, make a little FCF while I'm waiting on the long term. It's the strategy, guys. So listen, man, find your strategy that works for you, whatever that is. I don't know. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm not an expert in the stock market, but I am an expert in my own opinion and telling you what I'm doing. That's all I do on this YouTube channel. I just tell y'all what I'm doing. And if you want to get in where you fit in, you're a big boy, you're a big girl, get in where you fit in. That's all I can tell you. Get in where you fit in, man. Keep the main thing the main thing. Keep the main thing, baby. So here's the deal. I'm gonna wind this thing up and get on up out of here. Y'all, I hope y'all have a rest of a wonderful Saturday. Do me a big favor before you get out of here. For you folks that want to get on the rocket ship, get down in the description box, click on that Moomoo link. If you want to get on the rocket ship, you got to put some fuel in the rocket ship, which is some money. You got to get on the rocket ship. The rocket ship is Moomoo. And then you got to put some fuel in the rocket ship, which is money. You got to put fuel. You got to put money in your brokerage account. You got to put fuel in the rocket ship. You put $1,000 worth of fuel in the rocket ship, they're going to give you 20 free stocks. You put $100 worth of fuel in your rocket ship, they're going to give you 8 free stocks for just trying out their brokerage app. You're not going to get that anywhere else on the planet. Nowhere else on the planet. No full service brokerage app is going to give you 0. They're not going to give you nothing, not even a coupon code. Dumb jokers ain't going to even give you a coupon code. I promise you that. Go check them out. They ain't going to give you, or not check them out. Y'all already using them. They ain't gave you nothing. They ain't going to give you nothing because they don't have to. Get yourself down in that description box and change something in your life, man. Get on the rocket ship. Get on the Moo rocket ship. Put you some fuel in that rocket ship and get ready to get you up to 20 free stocks. And then email me through my website, www.richardfain.net. Email me, say, Richard, I'm on the rocket ship. Put my fuel in the rocket ship. I need to learn how to operate the rocket ship. I need to learn how to use this brokerage app, brother. Send me some tutorial videos to help me collapse time frames and learn how to use this thing. So on Monday, when the market opens, I'm ready to get in where I fit in. I'm ready to get in where I fit in when that market opens on Monday, because I ain't got but 8 business days before this thing launches. Simultaneously, you're going to have millions of these things launching simultaneously on August 28th, after the market closes. You're going to have millions and millions of these rocket ships taking off. I'm going to be one of them. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be one of them. I'm going to be one of them rocket ships taking off. I'm going to be one of them. So get in where you fit in, man. Send me an email. Let me know you've owned the rocket ship. You're on the rocket ship. You're in the process of putting fuel in the rocket ship. Now, it's going to take you 2-3 days to put fuel in the rocket ship because of ACH transfer and wire transfers. You got to put money in you got to put fuel in the rocket ship. It takes you 2-3 days. It takes you 2 to 3 days. So if you only got 8 business days left and it takes you 2 or 3 days to put money in the rocket ship, to put fuel in the rocket ship, you're down to 5 business days. That's all I'm saying. I'm not your financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you about rocket ships and how long it takes to put fuel in the rocket ship, because I do it all the time. I do it all the time. It takes 2-3 days to put fuel in the rocket ship. So if you want to get on the rocket ship, get down in the description box, click on the Moo link, open up your Moo account today, put you some fuel in the rocket ship. You're going to get up to 20 free stocks. You're going to send me an email and say, hey, Richard, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm going to send you tutorial videos. You're going to use the rest of this weekend to knock all that training out. Boom. Monday morning, you ready to rock and roll. Ready to rock and roll. All right, man. Appreciate y'all. Oh, last thing. Get over to the website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Consider joining the Wealth Transfer Blueprint Wealth Builders financial community. Fastest growing financial community on Patreon, guys. Got almost 900 wealth builders over there in 4 months. These people are cooking. Got 900 rocket ships over there, got fuel in them, ready to take off. 8 days and counting. You got 900 rocket ships already fueled, already know how to press all the buttons to make it work. Just saying, if you want to be a part of that team, get on over there and check us out through the website. Hit the membership button, hit the join button, get yourself over here. 900 rocket ships, already got fuel in them. They already know how to operate the rocket ship. They just waiting on the countdown. 8 days and counting, 8 business days and counting. 900 rocket ships taking off. I'm just saying. All right, man, appreciate y'all. Do me a big favor, lock it in with a thumbs up before you get out of this thing. Go have a wonderful Saturday, man. Do something special for yourself. Do something special for somebody else that doesn't involve money. Pour positive into this world so you can get positive back. Plant some good seeds so you can get a big harvest, a bountiful harvest back. Do that. Do that for yourself. Do that for yourself. Keep the temple strong, right? Keep the temple strong. Health is wealth. Lock it in with a thumbs up before you get out of here, guys. Thoughts become things. See it in your mind. Hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy. Get wealthy. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace.